When we think of Earth's defenders, Tien often sits in the shadow of Saiyan legends like Goku or Vegeta. But what if I told you that Tien had the tools to defeat one of Dragon Ball Z's greatest threats? What if, during the chaos of the Buu saga, there were moments where Earth's so-called third-class fighter could have ended Kid Buu, if only the right strategies had been used? Today, we're breaking down how Tien Shinhan could have beaten Kid Buu and the 5 opportunities the Z fighters missed that could have changed everything. Let's start with the moment that sparked this what if. The final battle against Kid Buu was pure desperation. Goku drained of energy, Vegeta battered and broken, the universe teetering on the edge of ruin, and then came Tien, arriving on the battlefield with a single powerful blast, the Neo Tri-Beam that stopped Buu's attack dead in its tracks. For one fleeting instant, Tien did what gods and saints could not. He halted Buu's advance, and that's where the cracks in the narrative begin to show. Because if Tien had the strength to stagger Buu then, what else could he have accomplished if his abilities had been used to their fullest? Throughout Dragon Ball Z, Tien's greatest asset was always his mastery of precise high-impact techniques. The Neo Tri-Beam isn't just another ki blast, it's a focused, multi-layered attack designed to multiply destructive force at the cost of the user's life energy. Against Semi-Perfect Cell, Tien held the bio-android down longer than anyone thought possible, firing Tri-Beam after Tri-Beam, creating a literal crater with the sheer force of his will. Now imagine that same relentless assault directed at Kid Buu in the moment of his regeneration, hitting him before his body could reform, hammering the pieces until they disintegrated faster than they could recover. Theoretically, the Neo Tri-Beam could have slowed or even vaporized Buu's regenerative mass, buying Goku the time he needed to finish the fight without the Spirit Bomb. But Tien's arsenal didn't stop there. Throughout DBZ, he displayed techniques uniquely suited for fighting a foe like Buu, a shape-shifting, regenerating monster vulnerable not to brute force alone, but to precision strikes and battlefield control. Take the multi-form technique, for example. Often dismissed as a flashy move with limited utility, Tien's ability to split into multiple copies could have overwhelmed Buu with coordinated attacks, striking from all angles, keeping the creature off balance and unable to focus on regenerating efficiently. Combined with the solar flare, Tien could have blinded Buu repeatedly, creating openings for the Saiyans to regroup or counter. And then there's the most overlooked piece of all, Tien's discipline. Unlike many Z fighters, Tien isn't reckless. He doesn't rush in blindly or let his pride dictate his strategy. Throughout the series, Tien consistently leads his opponents, looks for weaknesses, and sacrifices everything for the greater good. Against Kid Buu, that mentality could have been the key. Imagine Tien coordinating with Goku and Vegeta, timing his Neo Tri-Beam blast to strike at Buu's core the moment his defenses were down, rather than fighting in isolation. Imagine Tien pushing his body beyond its limit, not in a single burst, but in a sustained, focused campaign to pin Buu long enough for the Spirit Bomb or fusion to work flawlessly. The truth is, Tien's defeat of Buu was never about raw power. It was about missed opportunities, moments where the right tactics, the right teamwork, and the right sacrifice could have turned the tide. The Dragon Ball universe often celebrates the strongest, the fastest, the most powerful. But sometimes, victory comes from the fighter who's willing to give everything, and who has the right tools all along. Tien Shinhan was that fighter. So what do you think? Could Tien really have stopped Kid Buu if the Z fighters had put his skills to their best use? Or was the gap in power simply too great, no matter the strategy? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden truths of Dragon Ball Z lore.